Hi everyone, and welcome to the Cloud Foundry Summit Diversity Luncheon. This year's format is obviously a little different than our typical luncheon. It's also 90 degrees in my apartment, but I hope you're comfortable wherever you are and maybe you have a snack on hand in lieu of the usual buffet table. I want to give a special thank you to Steve Greenberg at Resilience Scale for sponsoring today's luncheon. Thank you, Steve. If you've never attended one of our diversity lunches, please know that this event has served as a meaningful gathering space for our community at in-person summits, and we know that face-to-face interaction cannot be replaced. But I believe the content of today's diversity luncheon is as eye-opening, inspirational, and topical as always. Hopefully, most of you have noticed that the United States is facing a reckoning. In fact, you may be able to hear it through your speakers right now as cars honk in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter demonstration that's been happening on my street corner every day for the last few weeks. The foundation supports Black Lives Matter and believes in racial equity. As a community, we have the opportunity to take a look at white supremacy in the tech industry and beyond and learn how we can dismantle it. We have to hold accountable our coworkers, CEOs, friends, family, mayors, governors, and ourselves. We must not only demand change from our policymakers, but create the change ourselves by using the power and privilege of the technology industry. To take action and understand our roles in the story, we have to have context for how we got to where we are. I'm excited to introduce Dr. Shakti Butler, who will be keynoting today's diversity luncheon on the topic of racial inequity. Building on the history of global colonialism and the rise of capitalism, Dr. Butler will explore intersecting systems of oppression and speak to the processes of racial justice, accountability, and healing. Dr. Butler is a filmmaker and visionary educator in the field of social and racial equity. She is the president of World Trust Educational Services, an organization she founded over 2 decades ago to promote racial justice and healing through film and facilitated dialogue. Through transformative education rooted in love and justice, World Trust produces films, curricula, workshops, and programs that are catalysts for institutional, structural, and cultural change. Whether racism is a lived experience for you, whether the last few weeks are the first time you've really thought about race, whether you're an activist and advocate for social justice, this talk is meant for you, for our entire community. It is our hope that you take the concept of transformative education to heart and leave the diversity luncheon today with a call to action. Whether it's a workshop to take, a conversation to have, a book to read, a practice to implement, or a question to ask Dr. Butler at the end of her presentation. You can also find out more about bringing World Trust Educational Services workshops and films into your workplace by going to world-trust.org. And now Dr. Shakti Butler. Thank you.